You watch those nature documentaries on the cable? Got this lion. He's the king of the jungle. Now, the other animals, they start to move in. The jackals, hyenas. Till one day, that lion tears the shit out of everybody. Eats everything in its path. Because every once in a while, the lion has to show the jackals who he is.
Hey, step inside that booth, get loose and knock out a nigga too, man. It's your boy 503 Line. Back at it again, man. One time for the one time. Live at 5. Marathon Mondays, man. Salute to the whole LDBC. You know what I'm saying? And the Smoke City Mobcast, man. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Smoke City Mobcast, Twitter 503 Line, and of course 503 Line right here on YouTube, man. I got none other than the usual suspects in the building with me, my brothers, my day one niggas. And ain't no switching up. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, I got my boys in here with me though, man. My co-host with the most, man, the king of the north. You know what I'm saying? Coming straight out of that Hamilton. You understand me? The Odd Fella, man. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to subscribe to the Odd Fella, man. And go check out my boy DuckTales Reloaded series, man. One of the best series where he get into who's ducking and who ain't ducking. And of course, I got Fool of Sports, man. My bro, man. You know what I'm saying? My African brother. You know what I'm saying? He be doing his shit, popping his shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I always like to hear what Fool got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to subscribe to Fool of Sports, man. Straight out of that West Coast Cali. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to King Nip. One time for the one time, man. The marathon must continue. And of course, I got Quattro Cinco, man. Act Reacher 45, man. Harlem. You know what I'm saying? East Coast, you know what I'm talking about, man. My boy doing this thing on the late night tip, man. That boy been putting in major work, man. He be holding me down some days when I'm at football practice, man. Stay consistent, stay dropping the videos, you know what I'm saying? So y'all be sure to go check out Act Reach 45, man. Let's get my brother to 200 subs. If he ain't already hit 200 subs, he need 300 subs. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, man, that's my crew. And of course, the Houston Hard Hitters, legendary Top Cats, Stay Ready Boxing TV. Them boys on the grind right now, so they are not able to join us, but we gonna hold them down in spirit. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Recap the weekend off. We had Paulie Malignaggi, Bare Knuckles joint. We seen that. We commentated that on X page live. It was a good event, man. I definitely want to see more of those type of events, man. Like I said, with bigger names. It's always interesting when you throw a good boxer in there versus a good UFC guy or MMA guy, Bellator, whatever, you know, whatever is your sauce, you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see more of that. And of course, we had last night, man, Charlo versus Jorge Cota. Cota was a last minute replacement, man. Like I think it was like he only had like 4 weeks to prepare for Jamel Charlo. We all know Tony the Tiger, you know what I'm saying, aka Super Bad Harrison. He got injured. And we got a chance to see Guillermo Rigondeaux. We got a chance to see Joey Spencer, and of course we got a chance to see Lil B Hop, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to my boy, fella. What did you think about yesterday's card, man? And was that a good night of boxing for you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. I enjoyed that shit. Especially the fact that boxing, you're not expecting boxing to be on a Sunday. And if it is on a Sunday, it's one of those, you know what I mean, second tier, third tier type of cards where you're getting something on FS1 or Fox Sports Network, whatever you dig. Not on prime time, kind of like the main Fox channel. You know what I mean? So this was a nice change. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate it because actually, you know what I mean, I was on the grind yesterday. You know, I'm usually not grinding on Sundays, but yeah, I was on the grind yesterday. So after I came back off the grind, you know what I mean, it was like boom, right into boxing. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a nice little change. I mean, I'm not gonna be too critical about who is, you know what I mean, the matchups on the cards and whatnot. But there was some very entertaining fights. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't lie. I missed the Joey Spencer fight against 78's Cuzzo out there, but I heard y'all. I mean, y'all was going off on that one. You know what I mean? And that seemed like a very exciting, competitive fight. You know what I mean? As far as it seemed like the fight of the night though came down to Regan Dow versus what's his name, Julio Seja. You know, dig, and yeah, that fight seemed like Seja had it in the he was about to take it, had it in the bag, and then all of a sudden, boom. You saw while Regan Dow has that death magic, he has that power in, you know what I mean, in that right hand. So yeah, that was a very exciting fight. I have to say that might be the most exciting fight I ever saw Regan Dow in the dig. It was back and forth. He was taking a lot of punches. There's questions to be answered about somewhat about his chin, you know what I mean? Because he was taking a good shot, man. Flush punches from a credible puncher in Seja in the dig. So yeah, that was a very exciting fight. Moving on to Jamal Charlo now, or Jamel Charlo. Come on now. At the same time, it was a beautiful knockout. But at the same time, he was fighting Jorge Quota.
Come on.
He was fighting Jorge Quota. And he's about to get, Charlo was getting his numbers up. He's getting his knockout numbers up. This is all that was, is making his quota. And Jorge Quota, or Coda, you know what I mean, was sent in to stay today. That's all it is, you know what I mean? It's all this boy is good for. You send in Jorge Quota to make to get a spectacular knockout. Just like, you know what I mean? Just like Erickson Lubin, you know what I mean, did. You know what I mean? They said, Lubin, we need Lubin to look good. Go send in Jorge Quota. You know what I mean? Boom, what you get? One of Lubin's most spectacular knockouts. Boom. They needed something else for Jamel Charlo. Harrison went limp. You know what I mean? Boom. Let's call up Jorge Quota. We got to make those numbers, bro. We got to make those numbers. And look, you know what I mean? Showtime on Fox. You know what I mean? Prime time on Fox. We got Jamel Charlo against Jorge Quota. Spectacular knockout. Meme worthy. You know what I mean? Can't hate on that, but let's be real, man. You know what I mean? Let's be real. It's Jorge Quota. You know what I mean? I told y'all, you know what I mean? Let's not get too excited about this knockout. You know what I mean? He did what he did. It looked good, but Harrison is a whole different animal. Whole different type of tiger. That's my take.
Already, man. You see, he putting his Detroit cape on real quick and real fast, man. But it's expected. You know what I'm saying? I see my boy Stay Ready in the chat, man. He say do not do that shit. Do not do that shit. Don't start that bullshit. I can't stand that shit. You always trying to discredit a nigga. Hey man, yeah, you know that's what our fella do. He brings another aura to the show, man. That's why I like having that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I like that too, because they made guys like me to rebuttal. You know what I mean? There's always a yin and a yang. You know what I mean? And that's how this is gonna go. On the positive note, his knockout was better than Lubin's. Okay, I went back and watched Lubin because I heard all the talk. His knockout was much more cleaner. It was neater.
And prettier.
It was set up. You could tell he knew what he was doing on some real grown man shit.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And he wasn't even trying to. The good part about it though, I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to compliment what you're saying. He wasn't even trying to knock out Coda. He wasn't.
He was trying to box.
He hit Coda weaving the punch. He hit Coda with an overhand right, and he just failed. That was the first knockdown. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. So like I was saying, that was a great display of not only power. It was great display of boxing ability. You know, I gotta give much respect and credit when it comes to that. You know, he showed boxing ability. He didn't just go out there and wasn't just throwing punches like a lot of y'all favorite boxers do, like Tony Harrison scrub ass would have did. Just throwing punches, sitting there, wanting to throw a 1-2 and throw a jab. You know what I mean? We was out there, you know what I mean, putting something on them, but we was also setting stuff up.
Right.
Tony Harris, Tony Harrison pulled out of the fight because he knew that he needed more time. That 8 week camp wasn't enough for Charlo. Throw some respect on Charlo's name. He even said it himself. I could have pulled out of the fight. I could have pulled out of the fight. Then what did you end up doing, nigga? You pulled out of the fight. Tony Harrison, to me, is a cartoon character. We made him. No, the judges made him. Fuck that. It wasn't Charlo's fault. That was bad judging that night. I think if those judges could watch the fight again, I don't think they would have scored it for Harrison. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think it. I think it was just a night. I think it was one of them days. You know what I mean? And especially if Charlo, I like the way Charlo's taking it and he's using this as fuel. I think when he get back in there, man, watch what happens to Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is going to be out for the count. Don't be surprised if Tony Harrison retired after he fight Charlo the second time. Don't be surprised if he retired. But I know one thing: Charlo ain't gonna go in there and swing for the fences. He's gonna set up a lot of things. Don't be surprised. Y'all gonna see a lot of traps in that Tony Harrison 2 fight. It's gonna be a lot of traps. And that's all I gotta say. I don't wanna hog the mic.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you rock out because you at work, champ. So you know what I'm saying. When you can jump in, jump in. What you finna say, all fella?
No, I'm just trying to say, let's go one little quick thing. You know what I mean? Understand, that's baby food that he ate yesterday. Baby food. You know what I mean? Because that's Erickson Lubin's leftovers. That's all I got to say.
Drops the mic. Okay. I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that. That's a great point. Great point. Full of sports, man. You there, fam? Okay,
Yes,
Fuller must be okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, man. Let me get your thoughts on that. On this fight, champ. And how did you feel about the call last night, man? Is you more in agreement to what our fella is saying that this does absolutely nothing for Charlo? Or are you leaning towards act? You know what I'm saying? How you feel about it?
Um, Try to call it a spade of spades.
Yeah.
Um, on one note, I mean, the guy was kind of like his stance was wide. He was flat-footed. He was kind of asking to get like knocked out, basically, and he was fighting. He was fighting like too tall, basically. So he was kind of like asking to like get clipped. I mean, at the same time, I guess you can say this is good for staying busy and stuff like that. And it was good for for I guess Jamel Charlo get back into doing what he knows to do, you know. So I guess on that note is good. And but at the end of the day, I think it's like unfortunately for the Charlos, they're getting like they get sloppy seconds. I mean, they fight guys that other guys have already fought, a lot of the time because for whatever reason it's hard to get the bigger fights. So on that note, it's like, I guess that's how it is in the boxing right now, you know. I mean, but he did what he was expected to do. That's what I have to say about the fight. He did what was expected. You know, Now, don't get me wrong, the Mexican do heavy handed and stuff like that, but I mean, he stylistically wasn't a good matchup. I mean, so that's how I feel about the whole thing. Good for him to get acquainted again, but I mean, nobody ain't gonna really give him that credit though. You know, that's just the way I look at it. People are not gonna give him credit for the win. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, man. You absolutely 100% right, man. The nigga ain't gonna get the credit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I honestly feel like even if he come in here and knock out Tony Harrison, he ain't gonna get the credit. And Fuller just really made me realize that. You know what I'm saying by saying that. Um, I like, I like 154. You know what I'm saying? It's a great division. You know what I'm saying? All these guys are beatable, in my opinion. Charlo is beatable. Uh, J Rock, Hurd, Tony Harrison, Jaime McGill. You know what I'm saying? All the champions, they beatable. So any given night, man, one of these guys could win. That's why I really want to see these guys fight each other. I definitely look forward to seeing J Rock in there again with Swift Man Jared Hurd. And I definitely want to see. I do want to see Tony Harrison fight Charlo next, man. There's been a lot of speculations going around. Saying that this man faked the injury. He got knocked out in sparring. Um, you know what I'm saying? He was hurt in sparring. That's why his ankle got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You hear all the different little stories and shit, man. Um, yeah, last night I was mad about the situation because I really wanted to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? But if Tony Harrison is hurt, he needs to take the right steps and prepare himself um to get back in the ring with a lion. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna be ready in 4 weeks. That's what he said on my boy page, Champ Side. So if he gonna be ready in 4 weeks, man, then I think this fight should be happening around October, November. You know what I'm saying? That type of time. You know what I'm saying? That's honestly what I think needs to happen. I definitely want to see. I definitely want to see this fight, and I want to see that J Rock and Jerry Hurd rematch, man. I want to see Erickson Lubin, build his confidence back up as well. You know what I'm saying? He looking pretty good. I want to see Joey Spencer. He has to do better, in my opinion. Um, Joey Spencer, man, is just gonna have to go back to the drawing board. In my opinion, I think he needs to get another trainer. I think that daddy ball shit he doing, man, that shit ain't gonna work at the elite level, man. That daddy ball shit you niggas trying to do, you know what I'm saying? It don't work, bro. You rarely see the father son combination in boxing that really work at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
But I want to add something that Tony Harrison said.
What?
He said Charlo is his son and that he doesn't fear him or give a F about him. So that's one thing he did say at the fight.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Tony Harrison, he only came to the fight, bro, so he can have the cameras in his face, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come to that fight to
That's why I will never say that he won. That's why I will never say that he won. Because he never looked like he was trying to win, when all of that was going down. So I just gotta be honest, bro. So he didn't win in my mind because of that. Because I felt like even when they was calling the decision, he was lying, bro. You didn't think you was winning, bro. You did not think you was winning. So that's all I gotta say.
yeah, man. Pop in, pop out. You know what I'm saying? Big Ag Reacher. My boy, man, he made a great point when he popped in.
Man, they discriminating on my Detroit niggas. You know what I mean?
And fuck your
Salute to
Detroit
all my
niggas, man.
cousins.
You niggas is acting
Salute to
like
all
some
my cousins out there. You know what I mean? I know y'all some hustlers and players out there. You know what I mean? But I mean, not everybody in the D West Side to the East Side be lying and shit. You know what I mean? I know I got some liars in my family and shit, but shit, come on, Tony Harrison wasn't lying about this occasion right here. In the dig,
Oh, stay
and here
ready,
we
just
go,
fell in the
stay ready
building.
in the building.
You goddamn right. And you know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. Y'all not finna
Okay,
play
I'm
with me.
putting my mic on mute.
Y'all not
Let's
finna
Nah,
play
go.
with me
nah, nigga, don't
today.
go on mute.
No, y'all not finna play with me today. Cause ain't nobody finna discredit my H-Time Bridgman. Not today. Who was he gonna fight? Y'all come to me. Y'all not finna discredit this fight. Who was he gonna fight? You come tell me who he was gonna fight.
I wasn't discrediting or questioning the matchmaking. I'm just saying, let's be real. It's Jorge Quota.
Yeah,
You
let's
bring him
be
in
real
for the
because
numbers.
I remember last week you said this gonna be a good scrap. You know, I think Coda's gonna give up a good fight. And I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be a good scrap. Now you want to cut. Now you want to draw back on your man. Look who it is. It's Coda. No, stick with what you said. See, I made sure I made a mental note about what everybody said because every time,
Nah,
no, fuck
man.
that. Every time the
I
Charlos
say,
fight,
Mm.
every time the Charlos fight, people come back and discredit who they just beat. When he fought Lubin,
I,
everybody wanted that fight.
I
When he
was the
knocked
only
out
one
Lubin,
who
he
knew
was
that. I
green.
was the only one that knew who this motherfucker was. To be
No, you
real,
wasn't. No,
I
you
was the
wasn't.
one.
Because
I
I
was the
knew.
one that said this was the guy that got spectacularly stopped against Erickson Lubin with the
I
crowd
said it
with the
too.
Crowds and
I
Tiger.
said
I
that
was the
too.
only motherfucker that knew him. You know
No,
what I
you
mean?
wasn't. I said the same thing. I literally said that. I'm the
Mm.
one said he got knocked out by Lubin. That was the dude that Lubin knocked out that when he called out Charlo. That was the dude.
So I knew what this fight was gonna be about. You know what I mean? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? He got spectacularly knocked out. And that's what Charlo was supposed to do with him on a Sunday night on Fox. Didn't you just hear what I said? I was highly entertained. I had fun
That's what
last
I'm
night.
saying. I got you excited,
So,
bro.
Yes, sir. It was a
Because
good fight, man.
the only
but
thing
but
I'm
but you
saying,
mad?
because
But you
you
mad
ain't the only,
because I'm
but you ain't the
calling a
only
nigga
person.
Jorge Quota? Like
You ain't
what
the only
you?
person. You ain't the only person I heard. No, what I'm saying is I'm not for to talk shit about the person he just fought. Come on, y'all know who it is. Nah, fuck that. Because when you're taking fights on a short notice, you don't have nobody else to call but that. You can't call a top fighter because when you fighting top fighters, you got to go through a camp. I don't care who it is. You're not for to call no top fight on no short camp. You see what just happened to AJ? You're gonna have to go through a camp and get ready for these top fights. You can't take
Yeah,
no top.
I don't dispute that. I don't dispute
Okay,
that. No,
so
you right.
I'm not gonna discredit the opponent because that's who he had. You see, Tony Harrison sucker ass pulled out. So
Cause he a hoe.
I'm not discrediting no.
Ah,
I'm not
come on,
discrediting,
man.
bro.
If
Come
he
on.
hurt, he hurt, bro. But if he ain't hurt, he a hoe.
They discrediting the respectability of a man from Detroit when he
bro,
says a man has to pull out because he less than
bro,
30%.
bro. Did you go watch that interview? Go watch that interview and you come back and you tell me, do you believe if he hurt? That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna
I
say. You
This
go
I
nigga,
watch that
this
mean,
nigga
interview.
ain't got no, bro. He ain't got no crutches on, bro. He ain't in no wheelchair.
yeah, that's
All
how
this.
Detroit niggas built. We don't need no wheelchairs, man. We
Bro,
just glide, nigga. We just
let,
glide around the shit.
all right, fella. I done tore a ligament. Let me tell you something. I tore a ligament in my ankle. I was on crutches for 3 months. After the first 3 weeks, I could walk without crutches, but the doctor told me straight up,
What this nigga think he
do
talking
not
to,
take
bro?
keep pressure off of it so it can heal. If you had any kind of surgery or you really hurt yourself like he said he hurt, you're gonna be on those crutches. You're not gonna put pressure on it because you're gonna hurt it worse. Or it's not
Okay,
gonna
this
heal
nigga,
properly.
yeah, this nigga don't know what he's talking about when he's talking about, oh, I had all this tore up ligaments and shit like that.
Bro,
He just talking out his ass,
any
man. You know what
major,
I mean?
any
That's who
major
fault is
foot
that?
injury, bro, you're gonna need crutches, fam. This nigga don't got
Well,
he put on a boot, nigga. A boot, nigga. You put on a boot after you get off the crutches. That's what I thought.
Well, I mean, Fred was right there. You should have called him up on his bluff. You know what I mean? And said, well, you know what I mean, give me the mathematics to your doctor then. Give me your doctor's number then, and let's see what's really real.
They not gonna do
Not like the
that.
doctor's gonna give out confidential information anyways.
Man, this shit. Listen, I already gave Tony Harrison his credit. Okay, if the man is hurt, he needs to take the proper steps into doing what he needs to do, bro. But
I ain't giving
if
him
he
credit.
ain't hurt, he a hoe. I don't see no crutches. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no wheelchair. I don't see no. I don't see no pictures in the hospital. I don't
You
see
ain't get
nothing.
man.
All I see is you walking around with a boot on.
One of my coworkers just came back from work. You know what I mean? Being off of work for about 2 weeks. Just had did a little surgery to his foot. He ain't on no crutches or nothing like that. You know what I mean? He got a little limp in his, you know what I mean, limp in his step. But once again, he ain't on crutches. They ain't even
I'm gonna
put
tell
him
you
on
this.
modified
Hey,
duties or nothing like that. I mean,
I'm
it
gonna
can
tell you this.
happen. You know what I mean? Everybody's different in this bitch.
He's a fighter, bro. He is a fighter. When you're a fighter your skills, especially his being a counter fighter, is
He depend on
determined
his
off of
feet.
his footwork. He
Yeah.
needs to be taking care of his feet properly. Ain't no I come back to work after 2 weeks. He's still limping. That means he still have a problem with his foot. You know how many times I done fucked up my ankle in sports? No.
Mm.
And then at the same time, y'all working, right? Maybe he can't miss that money. Turner Harrison just made a couple mil. He can miss that money. Your coworker probably can't. That's two different situations.
Nah, he get compensated. He can miss that money. He just misses that. He probably just
That
don't like being at
overtime.
home. You know what I mean? He can't
Well,
stand
that's
being at
another reason
home.
he don't like being at home. But Tony
Yeah.
Harrison, that's your livelihood, being out there in that dream. You're gonna make sure, especially when you're the champion, like what J Rock say. Now that I'm champion, I can go get this surgery on my shoulder so I can make sure I'm right at all times. You're gonna do that. You're gonna make sure you 100%. You're
Yeah,
not gonna be
and, that,
walking around
and
like
that's what I'm saying. If he on that type of time, then that's cool. But if not, you a hoe man. Sorry, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna stay ready on that one. If he ain't on that type of time, bro, where it's legit and real, then I can't rock with it, man. But the nigga said he gonna be ready in 4 weeks. So if he gonna be ready in 4 weeks, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be by mid-July. You know what I'm saying? Then he can go in the training camp and we can have this fight in October or November after the Sean Porter Earl Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? Or the Wilder versus Ortiz 2 fight, because that's supposed to be September the 28th. But I'm finna go ahead and switch topics, man, because we can go back and forth about Charlo and Harrison all day. I got Stay Ready on. I wanted to ask y'all, man. I know this is favorite fighter. How do y'all feel about Anthony Dog Guerrero versus Benavidez, man, on the Wilder Ortiz undercard in the Staples Center, not November, September 28th. Stay ready. What you got on there, bro?
actually that'll be a great fight because I'm buying the pay-per-view and to see him on that undercard, man, that's good looking. That means his last fight was on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
He's gaining a lot of fans from that. So to see him on those undercards, especially on pay-per-view undercards, they mean they're trying to build him up. I really hope the next person they build up like that is they go ahead and start doing that with Caleb Plant. I hope Caleb Plant is on. I know he gonna fight Mike Lee, but he needs to be on Earl Spence undercard for his next fight, so they can start building him up the same way. That way, when David Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight, that's gonna be a mega fight for 168.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to start building. They need to make sure they're building PBC's 168. You already got 147 hot. You already got 126 hot. You got heavyweight hot. Come on. The next brand of fighters that the PBC have is 168. They run 168.
Yeah, I'm
Go
sure
ahead and
do.
make that the hotbed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what I'm aiming towards, man. Like I say, I want to see all these guys at 168 mix it up. Benavidez, Caleb Plant, the dog, the real Matt Korobov. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes. Caleb Smith.
One
You know what I'm saying?
168. If people fail to realize 168 is actually loaded, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a loaded weight class. It's a lot of great fighters at 168 right now. 168 is starting to get back to the days of Winky Wright, Benoit Hopkins, Roy Jones, Jermaine Taylor. It's starting to look like that again. It's getting like that again. You got your Durhams, Anthony Darrell, David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders just moved up over there. Man, it's starting to you're hearing names. It's I love that division because that's where you get to see great boxing and knockouts. So
And,
Mm-hmm.
and speaking of which, there's rumors of Caleb Smith against Billy Ho Saunders too.
Nah, he trying
Caleb
to fight
Smith.
Canelo.
Yeah, he is, but Frank Warren is trying to make that fight right now because Canelo's trying to fight Kovalev. So Frank
Mm.
Warren is shooting for that Caleb Smith fight with Billy Joe Saunders. Because if
But
they can make that fight, that's a great domestic fight, and that's a lot of money they can make in England.
how is he gonna try to fight Kovalev when Kovalev supposed to be fighting Anthony Yard?
Oh, you asking the wrong person, player.
That don't
That's
make
a,
no it don't make no sense to me.
but you know the
Yeah.
WBO crooked, they can make it happen.
Yeah, because you got Billy Joe, he a champion now. You got Caleb Smith and Canelo who got them WBA titles. But they on Box Live, they saying that both these niggas is the super middleweight world champion at WBA. Nah, I don't know how that's possible, but
Because technically, Caleb Plant is the super WBA champion because he won the super belt. He didn't win a regular title. Rocky Fielding was a regular title, but in order to become a super, you have to unify. Technically, Canelo did unify. He just didn't unify 68 division. He just unified another belt. So technically, yeah.
okay. For the same as that question, man. How you feel about that David Benavidez and goddamn me Anthony Dog Darrell, man? How you feel about that on that wild undercard?
Yeah, it's a good place to put it. You the dig is gonna get a lot of notoriety. It's time to reintroduce the public, the boxing fans to David Benavidez because you know what I mean. I believe if he ain't the truth, you know what I mean, he's close to the truth. You know, dig and Darrell, I don't believe he has it. You know what I mean? This is gonna look like a showcase fight, in my opinion. He barely eked it out with his last opponent, Anvi Yildirim, and it was so bad that the WBC is mandating Anvi Yildirim to get the mandatory shot or the immediate match after. So whoever wins when Benavides regains his belt, he'll have to deal with Anvi Yildirim next. You know what I mean? Which is absolute. You know what I mean? Which is ludicrous because this is the same Anvi Yildirim that got knocked out by my boy Chris Eubank Jr. You know what I mean? And what 3 rounds or something like that, straight rinsed and washed. You know what I mean? So, but there's no talks about Eubank Jr. anywhere in the 168 conversation when he should be. You know what I mean? So yeah, the Benavidez, yeah, this is an excellent opportunity for him. You know what I mean? Being on the Wilder card once again. You know what I mean? Regain back his green strap that he once had and foolishly, you know what I mean, snorted away. But hopefully he learns from those mistakes. You know what I mean? And moves on. And this is the building steps between him and Caleb Plant. You know what I mean? As we see Caleb Plant is fighting Mike Lee on the undercard of another pay-per-view. Well, he's not technically on the pay-per-view, but they're kind of opening as the preliminary fights in a dig, which is once again great exposure. You know what I mean? Because it is going to be on regular Fox. So yeah, I like the way PBC are building both of these guys at 168. 168 is definitely a interesting, hot division with plenty of guys, you know what I mean, with skill and different styles to look at. You know what I mean? From plethora, from like even the UK guys, you know what I mean? Whether you want to talk about Billy Ho, Kalen Smith, or Eubank Jr., you know what I mean? On the American side, we got, you know what I mean, Khalid Plant and David Benavidez, man. Yeah, it's a great looking division. You know what I mean? That's my take.
Ready. Full of sports, man. You there? Full, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Just trying to make sure, bro. Same exact question, man. Give me your thoughts on that fight, bro. How you feel about it? Benavidez versus Anthony Durrell.
I like Benavidez. I think he's a hell of a fighter, basically. Um, I think Anthony Durrell gets stretched in that fight, you know, similar to a fashion to Jay Leon Love, but not as soon, not as soon, probably later. But I feel that he'll get stretched because like Uskatigi, Benavidez is long limbed. He has a very big reach and stuff like that. And although like Uskatigi got disqualified in the first fight, he did what he needed to do in the second fight, basically. And Benavidez is that come forward type guy, so he'll have his hands full. And also, Benavidez knows how to distance gauge good, so this fight will probably end up in a stoppage for Benavidez. As far as 168 is concerned, no disrespect to you, our fella, but I don't know why you mention Chris Eubanks Jr. He's absolute trash, and he'll get stretched by most 168 niggas. Hell, if
Agreed.
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 If he fought Uskatigi would stretch Chris Eubanks Jr. In fact, that would be a good fight for his comeback, would be a Chris Eubanks Jr. because Chris Eubanks Jr. would get stopped. He's trash. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that. He does more talking and more driving in his Bentley than he does fighting. Yeah, he's trash. He's absolute trash. I can't believe you said him.
Kids in boxing, that's who you don't want to be when you grow
up. That's funny.
Yeah. Fools are crazy, man. Egg Richard, man. Same exact question, bro. Egg, you know?
Yeah, my fault. What exactly was the question?
Okay, how do you feel about Anthony Durrell versus
it's fair.
my boy Benavidez? Benavidez on the undercard, September 28th.
It's fair. It's a fair fight because Benavidez was promised his shot of the winner of the belt that he lost. So I definitely feel like it's fair. Now as far as who I feel like is going to win, I think Benavidez is going to win with no problem. I don't think it's going to. I don't think that our boy is going to put up much resistance. Anthony Durrell. I think Anthony Durrell is a little past it. I think that he should think about calling it quits. He doesn't have his brother has more of a boxing style that you would have thought would last him longer, but he's kind of done. So I just think that it's going to take a miracle for him to win this fight. I think David Benavidez, he just got too many advantages. Got too many, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, man, I agree with what you're saying, man. A lot of people feel like Benavidez is one of the top guys at 168, man. I think otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I think Caleb Plant give Benavidez a run for his money and beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. But you know, what do I know, man? Let me check this chat out, man. P Money in the building, Two Robinson, champ of First Sports and Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Abel Mahar say Canelo is ducking Charlo and 160
That's
to
what
face.
that's what Charlo was saying. That's what
Yeah,
Charlo was saying on the interview. Charlo
yeah.
was saying like
Hold
all of
on.
these.
Hey, let me read the comment,
Oh,
bro.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Canelo is ducking Charlo and 160 to face Sergey Kovalev at 175. If walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, if it ain't a damn mongoose. Comey and Beltray fight this weekend. Peak Money. I see you in the building, family. But yeah, I'ma just say like Ag Richard just said, you know what I'm saying? The nigga was just doing the same shit, bro. So and Stay Ready just said it that he might be fighting Kovalev, man. But I'm gonna break some news for y'all, man. I just seen this on Instagram. I don't know how true it is, but word has it that AB supposed to be coming back to fight Elise Selby. That's the rumor. That it could be between the UK and the US. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
who is
Lee Selby.
coming back to fight who?
Supposed to be him and Adrian Broner.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. It's supposed to be Adrian Broner, man. Don't know
Wait, don't
when.
Lee Selby fight at 130?
He says that he moved up two weight classes from featherweight to lightweight. He said he
Adrian
open.
Broner might actually win this match.
Yeah, he said that he willing to move up to 140 to fight Adrian Broner.
He shouldn't
Yeah,
do that. He shouldn't do that.
No,
He
let him
shouldn't
do it.
do that.
Let him
He's
do
an idiot. Like
it. Hey,
Adrian Broner's going. He hit harder than you think he does,
mm.
especially for somebody like Lee Selby.
Agent Brown told me he got
Yeah,
sneaky
he
fast.
does. Like you don't think because he laugh and he play around, but get in there and spar with him. You gonna feel it. Not saying I've been in there with him personally, but I heard stories. You know what I mean? Like, Adrian Broner, don't get me wrong, he don't always get the best end of the sparring session, but you gonna feel something. You ain't gonna go in there and think that he just gonna pity pat punch you. He be in there, he be trying to work too. He's a competitive dude. So don't think you just gonna go in there and he gonna lay down. So that's what I'm saying. Good luck with that, Lisa. Being you already a small dude. Come on, bro. You still was able to make, 126 not too long ago. You ain't looked that strong at 130, and you want to move up to fight Adrian Broner. Where did this fucking who was
Man,
advising
nigga
that?
Adrian Broner ain't got a win since February of 2017, man. This nigga just going on 2 years, bro. Maybe they trying to get AB a win, man. Get his confidence
I don't
back.
care how many years is going on. He'll beat the shit out of Lee Selby. Go get that bag, champ.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm with Mac on this. I
Yeah,
gotta keep it a stack. I'm with Mac 100% on this. Like
right.
that's crazy. That shit don't. It just didn't. It doesn't make any sense. Like to me, like that. I don't. But I understand. Do what you got to do. I guess, but I don't know. Just don't make complete sense to me.
Right. Yeah, man. That's some breaking news for you, man. Now I want to get into this to this Keith Thurman situation. He recently was at the fight, um, and they asked him some shit. I want to say this was last night, and they was alluding to him fighting Spencer Crawford, man, and this is what he had to say. Check it out. Go on mute for me right quick,
Oh, my fault, my fault.
Yeah, appreciate it. Check this out though. Hold on, let me cut this shit back on. Let me see. Here you go.
One outcome of the fight. Are you going straight to a unification?
No, there is no plan past Pacquiao. Get this fight in, perform, have the best camp of my life, living my best life, be the best Keith Thurman I can be, and we'll just go from there, one fight at a time. We are not looking past Manny Pacquiao, not for 1 second.
Hey, Keith, you were scoring for Manny Pacquiao for Mayweather for quite some time.
Yes,
How
sir.
did Keith Thurman feel the next day after you knew it was official to get one of those guys on your resume now?
Like I said, man, this is just a dream come true. You know, I'm hoping to expand my legacy by ending his legacy, and hopefully grab more fans in the process. Boxing is a beautiful sport. Of course, I have all the intentions to hurt him, but it's truly out of respect.
Contingent on the outcome of the fight, are you going straight to a unification?
There is no plan past Pacquiao.
I just want to try to hear it again clearly what the man asked him. You know what I'm saying? So basically how I took the shit is that he gonna run off into the sunset after Pacquiao. Now I don't know how you guys interpreted that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Stay already seen it because he on the ground, man. But how do you feel about that, fella? Let me get some thoughts on that, bro.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. If I see him, I'm clipping his ponytail. And he's gonna let me do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm still fearing these motherfuckers. I'm playing. But I'm just saying, man, it's absolutely disgusting, man. There will be no caping coming from the odd fella, his light-skinned cousin over here in Canada. There will be no caping, man. I threw my cape, you know what I mean, away. I think it might have been last week. You know what I mean? I've had enough of Thurman, man. And then this just solidifies it right here. You know what I mean? There's no plans after Pacquiao. If he beats Pacquiao, what? How do you mean? You know what I mean? As we say up in Canada, how you mean? You know what I mean? This is absolutely disgraceful. You know what I mean? Get him all the way the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I hope my Filipino brethren Pacquiao, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cooks them up, you know, like some good lechon. You know what I mean? All my people in Philippines know what that is. Barbecue. Let's have some good old barbecue Thurman. That's my take.
Already, man. Yeah, that's a great point. Stay ready. What you
Play
got
that
on this,
clip
bro?
for me one more time. Play that clip for me one more time.
Play it
I
for you
want
one
to hit
more
it
time.
just right.
Okay, hold on.
One more
Let
time.
me cut it back on for you. You know what I'm saying? Cut the speaker back on, and I got you.
Perform, have
Let
the
me start that bitch over from the top.
Fight, are you going straight to a unification?
there is no plan past Pacquiao. Get this fight in, perform, have the best camp of my life, living my best life, be the best Keith Thurman I can be, and we'll just go from there, one fight at a time. I'm not looking past Manny Pacquiao, not for 1 second.
Hey, Keith, you were scoring for Manny Pacquiao for Mayweather.
Yeah, that's basically what he said, man. I ain't even want to play the rest of this shit, but you got it. You heard it, big bro.
Yeah,
All right,
I heard it.
give me your thoughts on that, man.
So, well, let me start by saying, all right, fella, I'm glad you took off your pom-pom because I got to give you. I wish we had one of them ones so we can give a round of applause because
Man,
I know you were saying last week he was
my
still.
water out,
We had a few people talk about he was still the number one welterweight. It wasn't I fella, but it was a few people. Gil Coles, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm calling you out. A few people still saying he was the number one welterweight, but man, look, if y'all still saying he the number one welterweight after making comments like that, like every fighter know you're not looking past your opponent, but every fighter knows you're going. you always thinking about your next opponent. If you're not thinking about your next opponent, that means you're not thinking about fighting nobody after that. Even Ant can say that. Hey, you a fighter. You going into your first, you're not your first, but you're going into your amateur fight. You're going to go in here. You're not looking past your opponent. You're looking through him because you're like, after I take care of him, I'm coming for that dude next. Or I'm going to go back and rematch the guy that I lost to in amateurs. Because I know you most of the time when you lose those amateur fights, y'all staying connected with those coaches so you can get back to those fights. Because a lot of times you feel like you could have did a little bit, you could have did this different and won that fight. So if he really thinks, if he's really not thinking about his next opponent, he's a sucker. Just like I've been saying for years, and I'm gonna continue to say, I don't like Keith Thurman. Never been a Keith Thurman fan, but this really just make me look at him like he's a hoe. He's a hoe. You get, bro, you a hoe. I'd rather, who I'd rather see Keith Thurman fight? I want to see him fight Adrian Broner. I don't even like Adrian Broner, but I think Adrian Broner to beat Keith Thurman up.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
I feel it. I feel it, man. Yeah, man. That's just crazy, bro. And you wonder why niggas is not buying this Pacquiao Thurman joint. That's that. Hey, man. That nigga just executed himself with that shit right there. That's the reason why I ain't buying the shit. It just is crazy, man. But let me go on ask Fuller, man. How you feel about it, man?
Well, there's just two ways to look at it. The first way is that he is just gonna go into this fight, do what he needs to do, and then possibly with the confidence he gets from the fight, he's going to maybe want the smoke with different champions. Well, hopefully the smoke will be with Earl Spence. That's the one way to look at it. The second way to look at it is he goes in this fight lackluster, half-ass, barely gets the job done. And then he decides, well, maybe I want to move to 154. Or he decides I want to retire because of the simple fact that I almost lost my life in there because I didn't put any VADA testing in the fight as a prerequisite. And Pacquiao came in that fight juiced to the damn gills with machine gun hand fire. And that almost ended my shit because I thought I was going to be able to clip him. But it was hard. It was harder. It was more difficult to clip him than I thought, So that's the way it can go, So it could be a super juice fight for all I know,
So that's a great idea. I got another idea.
Oh shit! What the fuck Fuller be getting this shit from, man?
Super juicer fighters.
This
Go
nigga
from
said
super.
juice. Yeah, damn.
We go from super uber fighters to super juicer fighters. That's next, man. Thanks, fool.
All right, Ed Richard, since you on the mic, what you got on the jump?
Well, first of all, go ahead.
Full or right? I was just gonna say full or right because it ain't no VADA testing for this fight or USADA. None. No testing. Don't know how they gonna test, but it's no VADA or USADA. So y'all put that in mind.
No juice.
Think about it. So I gotta tell you, think about
it. This shit is going. This shit is everywhere, bro. It's all over the internet, man. What you got on this though, man? What you got on your boy Keith Thurman, man? You used to be a fan.
No, don't sit here and tell them that. Don't gas. That's all
man.
gas. That's straight gas, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. What happened is I found them entertaining at a point. That's all that was. I was never you never ever. You can ask any of my peoples. You never heard me screaming Keith. Don't get me wrong. I will watch them and support them. You know what I mean? I was never crazy about him. It's just certain fighters I'm not crazy about. You know what I mean? Earl was one dude I gravitated to. Deontay Wilder, I'll admit. You know what I mean? If you want to say them two dudes, all right, I'll take that. But I never was a diehard fan, or even I would even say even close to a fan of Keith Thurman, because for some reason when I started watching Keith Thurman. I watched him early in his career, but I stopped and then I started watching him again when he started not knocking out people. So that's kind of what probably I feel like probably messed me up um, with Keith Thurman. I think that's exactly because I stopped watching him for a point, and then when he came back, well, not really, he didn't really leave, but when I came back, I mean to say watching him, he wasn't knocking out dudes. So it's basically it was a point where I was watching him, he was knocking out everybody. Then I came back, started watching him again, he wasn't knocking out anybody. So I wasn't really a fan. Like Earl, I stayed watching him. Deontay Wilder, once I started watching him, I stayed watching him. I didn't go nowhere. So that's why I can honestly say I was never a fan of Thurman. Because there was a point I stopped watching for lack of entertainment. You know, but one thing I will say, um, it's not all bad if he does win this fight. It's not all bad because now we get to see what he's gonna do. We already know that he was a coward, but just listen to what I'm saying. This right here will officially prove that he is a coward. The reason why I'm saying it'll officially prove that he's a coward is because of the fact that he always said that he wanted to fight for his WBC strap again. He went. I mean, if he doesn't after this fight, if he doesn't fight or go after Earl Spence, then it's gonna look really crazy. In my judgment, it's gonna look really crazy. So he's going to have to, this is why I say that this test is the ultimate. This fight right here is going to be the ultimate test because now we're going to be able to see what he really does.
Yeah, man. Keith Thurman, dog. Everything that he does at this point justifies what I say, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about your pay per view, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I watch it. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm finna just plan my day out around this fucking pay per view. No, am I finna have a fight party for this shit? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I finna support your exit strategy? I'm not finna support that shit, man. Get this dude up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? This dude is trying to, and I hope it ain't. I hope Pacquiao don't got no rematch clause in this fight, man.
So
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see this shit again, man. If Thurman get beat up, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see this shit, man. I really don't. But it is what it is with Keith Thurman, man. I see you in the building, Kevin Stenhouse, Joseph Brown, yeah, Eric Jenkins. What's up with it, child? Um, Keith Thurman is just gonna have to stop being a hoe, man. I don't even know if that's possible for him. You know what I'm saying? At this point, uh, he done already stamped himself and put that jacket on. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back from whole time, man. I'm sorry. Uh, this guy just fight Pacquiao, man. Go and get the fuck up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Did this fight, y'all not taking no drug testing, man. I hope Pacquiao go get the best dope he can find, and I hope he whoop your motherfucking behind. Doped up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Pacquiao versus De La Hoya and Margarito. I need the Pacquiao that fucked up old boy eye. You know what I'm saying? That's the Pacquiao I need. You feel me? But enough about this clown, man. I ain't I can't get along with this dude, man. This dude here is crazy, man. But what do y'all think about your boy Andrade, man? He talking about you know, he felt like GGG and Canelo not the best guys at 160. He got a fight coming up this weekend too, man. Against a lucky man. He really not getting a lot of promo, man, in my opinion, man. But what you think about Andrade, man? He talking about Canelo, GGG, they not being the best. You know what I'm saying? They just popular. You know what I'm saying? They really not the best guys. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, is he cloud chasing, man, for his fight, man, or do he got a point? All fella, what you think about that, man? And what you think about that Saluki Andrade fight?
I mean, it's an okay fight. It's an okay fight, but for the real, yeah, he kind of cloud chasing. I mean, but I'm not a huge fan of Selecki. I mean, he did all right. To me, he's like an overachiever that always falls short. You know what I mean? Like he had his moments against Danny Jacobs and whatnot. I believe he and yeah, he did all right against Gabe Rosado, pulled that out, but he didn't look spectacular against a guy like Gabe Rosado. I believe, doesn't he have Luis Arias on his record as well? Um, I mean,
Yeah.
this is an okay fight. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You know what I mean? And yeah, Andre should be continually doing what he's doing is, you know what I mean, trying to talk, I mean, call out the big names or whatnot. But the problem I have with Andrade as well is like he falls in the same pocket as the rest of these other middleweights, you know what I mean, that are outside of Canelo and Triple G. And it's like, yeah, we shit on Canelo and Triple G all day and all, you know what I mean, all day, all night. But at the same time, these other middleweights aren't calling each other out. Like, you know what I mean? They want to act like they best friends, like they part of the boys club and whatnot. Like, nah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? If none of these guys are trying to fight you, you know what I mean? Go ahead and fight Danny Jacobs. Y'all are under the same promotional, you know what I mean? The same promotion, and build your fucking profiles up, man. You know what I mean? They don't need Canelo and they don't need Triple G for big, you know what I mean? To make good fights, make big fights to gain to make their own profile. These guys ain't fighting each other. Whatever happened to Jamal Charlo fighting Danny Jacobs for the Battle of Brooklyn? You know what I mean? Whatever happened to that? You know what I mean? Now Jacobs takes a L from Canelo, and it somewhat lost his luster, but it's still to me a good fight. You know what I mean? Fuck all this other shit, Triple G
Goddamn
and
right.
Canelo, and let these guys, you know what I mean, start talking about fighting each other. You know what I mean? That's what it boils down to. I'm sick of Andre just calling out the usual suspects, man. He needs to get in the ring and get it done, and that's why I'm kind of like, you know what I mean, ho hum about the Selecki fight, because it's just another kind of overachieving guy, you know what I mean, in the ring with Andre, who's gonna ultimately come up short. You know what I mean? That's my take on that fight.
Mm. Damn, my nigga just went on a whole rant out here. But now though, man, I feel everything that he's saying, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Andrade, man, you gotta do something, bro. Cause these dudes, they boxing you out, man. Little do you know, man, these dudes boxing you out just like they did doing Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Danny Jacobs was a golden goose. He was a golden black goose in my opinion. That was able to get a fight with both of them guys, but he came up short. And yeah, man, he cloud chased off Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Used Charlo, springboarded off of him in the media, and he went right over there to the zone with Eddie Hearn and got them fights. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, You can't knock a hustler, man. He did what he had to do. Let me check this chat out and see if y'all put anything in the chat. Okay, y'all ain't putting it in the chat. Stay ready. You there, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, what you got on this, man?
Ain't nobody trying to hear Demetrius Andrade talk. Real talk. Sorry, Fuller, but we got to give it to your boy. Because let's be honest with you, your boy ain't fought nobody since Willie Nelson. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to count that. He ain't fought nobody since Vanes Matarosa. Like, the dude can't be out here talking. This is the toughest fight he done had since he moved up to 160. This ain't 154 no more. Stop running your mouth. Go take care of your business. Handle your business. Keep taking these fights that you need to take. Go out here and actually call out somebody of relevance. Stop calling out motherfuckers smaller than you. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. Stop calling out people smaller than you. You won't even call out Jamal Charlo. You keep calling out his little brother. Fuck all that. Call out the people at your weight classes. Quit calling out Earl Spence. And then you sitting here talking about everybody else's fight. You need to understand that Matthew Selecki ain't no punk. And I don't agree with what you said, our fellow. Matthew Selecki is a tough fighter. You're right. He does get there and don't make it happen, but that don't mean this won't be the time that he actually makes it happen. Time to shit out Demetrius Andrade and knock him out because his legs weak. No. Stop running your motherfucking mouth. Whether they trying to block you out or not. Nigga, start running your mouth to the public after you beat this dude. Go out there and call out Canelo. If you beat Matthew Selecki, step in the middle of that motherfucking ring, call out Canelo. Call out Triple G. Call out Jamal Charlo. Stop running your motherfucking mouth. And we ain't got to mention Daniel Jacobs no more. He gone to 168.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Great point. Full of sports. What you got
What's
to
up?
say about your boy? What you got to say about your boy Andrade, man? He feeling like none of these dudes can fade him. He feel like Canelo and Triple G ain't that really that good. They just popular. You know what I'm saying? Why he so adamant about calling them guys out but not calling out the other guys?
Well, at the end of the day, it's prize fighting, and you fight for a prize. And also at the end of the day too, Boo Boo would have fought Jamal Charlo, but he shot himself in the foot with the Rock Nation thing. But after the fact, he did show up to the press conference and stuff like that, and tried to get the smoke. But
That
for
wasn't
whatever
Jamal.
reason,
That wasn't Jamal. That was Jamel. That was
he was at
Jamel
one.
Charlo. He shot himself in the foot.
He was at 154 at the time.
Yeah.
So, but then also, I want to
No,
also.
but see, he called out. You said Jamal. He called out Jamel.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
called down Mel. His beef was
yeah,
always with Mel. It
it's
was
not with
always with
Okay.
Jamal.
Mel. To me,
Okay.
he was always scared of Maul. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, fool. Because he
that's
never would
why I
say
just had
his
to.
name.
I just
He
had to
always
let you
would
know.
say,
Jamal, man, that nigga will beat
he will
Jamal's ass.
always say,
Hey, cut
he
it
will
out.
always
That
say, I
nigga
want
would
the
beat
little
Jamal's
one.
ass.
He will
Hey, that
always
nigga
say,
would beat. That nigga would
yo,
beat Jamal's
fool, he will
ass.
always say, I
That
want
nigga
the
would
little
beat
one,
Jamal's
brother.
ass.
He's the
That
one
nigga would
always
beat
running his
Jamal's
mouth.
ass.
To me,
Hey,
if
fool.
somebody's brother
Hey,
talk
that
about
nigga
them,
would beat
they can
Jamal's
get it
ass.
too. They
Hey,
can
that
get it
nigga
Hey,
would
too.
beat.
Fuller,
That
Fuller,
nigga would
Fuller.
beat
If
Real quick,
Jamal's
somebody's
ass.
real quick.
brothers talk about it, y'all both can
That
get it.
nigga.
Hey,
That
Fuller,
nigga
real
would beat
quick before.
Jamal's
Then
Y'all
I'm
ass.
gonna be
package
quiet.
deal.
Hold on.
All
Hey,
right,
hold on.
everybody,
Hold on.
y'all got to go one at a time. Go,
Yeah,
go, go ahead.
let me say
Go
this
ahead,
real
stay
quick,
ready.
and then I'm gonna be quiet and let you go, Fuller. I don't care if you think I think Maul gonna win. You think Demetrius Andrade gonna win? That's null and void because that's gonna cancel each other out. But if you at 160, literally, he's at 160. He was calling out Jermell Charlo at 154. Jermell was a champion at 154. Unless you was fit to move back down to 154 and fight Mel, fight his brother who's at 160. Whether you think he gonna beat him or not. Don't nobody care about that. Stop calling out Mel. Because that's who he was calling out. He was in a fight with Mel. He pulled out the fight because the Rock Nation shit. Then moved up to 160 and went to that press conference. He was at 160 when he was at that press conference because Maul said at that press conference, "Won't you fight me?" And he said, "No, I want him." That came out of Andrade's mouth. So when Maul called him out and said, "Fight me," he said, "No, I don't want you. I want your brother." That shows me right there he was scared. And I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna let you go.
Another thing we have to
Go ahead,
realize.
boo. Let that bitch rip.
Another thing we have to realize is when the whole clenbuterol situation happened with Canelo, and Triple G was looking for a replacement. Demetrius Andre was inactive. He was very inactive at that time. He was very, very inactive. But he said, "I'll be your replacement. I'll fight you." He said that to Triple G. He says, "I'll be the replacement for that fight." You know. But did Triple G answer it? And that's when you should have got him. It's when he's inactive. You know, that's when you get a fighter, is when they're inactive. And Triple G was more active fighter at the time. So why wouldn't you just do easy pickings with Triple G? And then another thing that happened at 154 is that with Canelo, Demetrius Andre called Canelo a bitch, okay? Because Canelo was actually the mandatory for Demetrius Andre, but instead Canelo fought James Kirkland. Demetrius Andre got stripped of the belt. Demetrius Andre said, you know, Canelo, you can either lose to Liam Smith or get your ass whooped by me. So when Canelo won the belt against Liam Smith and Demetrius Andre was his mandatory, Canelo dropped the belt. So I don't know. Does Canelo want to be undisputed? Or what are we left to think, you know? We have to wait and see what Canelo does. Now, skill-wise, Triple G is easy work. He's just come forward. He just has a chin on him. You know, that's it. There's no special effects with Triple G at all. There's nothing whatsoever that are special effects. I mean, he fights real estate agents and submarine sandwich makers to look good. You know, by far Triple G's toughest fight was Canelo. You know, that was his most difficult fight. You know, and we saw how he looked in that fight. You know, so I on that note, I definitely agree with that. Now, as far you can make an argument that Canelo is a hell of a fighter. You can make an argument that Canelo has the boxing skills and things like that. But we can also make an argument that Canelo does not beat other skilled fighters convincingly. As I said before, I had the Austin Trout fight a tie. You know, I had that. I said I had the Austin Trout fight with Canelo a tie.
Right. Okay. You had Laura beating Canelo, right?
I had Laura beating Canelo. I had Miguel Cotto tying against Canelo. In the first GGG fight, I guess you can say 7-5 to GGG. You know, in the first one. The second fight, he definitely beat GGG. Like, there was no doubt about it. Right. The second fight, he beat him. But honestly, Canelo has looked spectacular knocking out welterweights. I mean, he knocked out Amir Khan.
Rocky Fielding don't count. He a super middleweight, bro. Just saying.
503 Lion. Do you want me to just like keep it no filters with you?
Shit, I wouldn't be 503 Lion if I wouldn't. I mean, go ahead, bro.
503 Lion. You can probably train for 3 days and beat Rocky Fielding yourself, okay? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's be real, man. Let's Rocky Fielding.
Okay. Let me. Okay, I got a rebuttal for you since you want Canelo helmet. What if Canelo move up to 175 and fight the Kovalev, crush him, and take that fight from Anthony Yard? Is that? I mean, what you got to say about that?
I mean, if he thinks he can make the weight, so be it. And if he can get the job done, then so be it. But I mean, wouldn't you be concerned that he's on his carne asadas that give him give him that muscle?
Man, I want some tacos right now. Just
so that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you be concerned, about that?
I don't give a damn. Fuck Kovalev. If he dies, he dies.
Okay, okay. Well,
If Canelo on them tacos, man, hey, bro, that's on him. That's on Kovalev and his team. You know
he
what I'm
on
saying?
them tacos, man. He on them tacos, that's for sure. He on them tacos, and he on them whatchamacallit wraps too. He on them he on them he on them chalupa wraps in his gloves too. I'll say that, you know. But I
Mm.
mean, if he does it, man, he does it. But I don't know if he's gonna do it. In fact, I don't know. Maybe he'll drop the belt because doesn't he have to fight Derevyanchenko or something like that? Wasn't that announced that that's his mandatory and they have to negotiate before August or something?
I don't know, bro. I think all that was handled, but I'm not for sure. You know, it's all over the place with Canelo, man. They saying he might fight GGG. They saying he might fight Kovalev. They Caleb Smith trying to get a fight with him at
I want to mention
168.
one more. Yeah, I want to mention one more thing about that too. They
Mhm.
said they said negotiations for the GGG fight stalled, so that's what I'm saying. That's probably the direction he's gonna go in. You know, although he doesn't need to go in that direction, everybody, GGG and Canelo know that that's probably their safest bet is to fight each other again. You know, they know that. They know. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Act Richard 45. Act. You been popping in and out, champ. You know?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Act.
here. I'm here. My fault. I had to
Okay,
let the kids off the ride. They was acting up. They loaded
okay.
up on me.
I
Yeah,
got my
go
boy,
ahead.
one of them ones in the chat. Sierra Elf, Coach Shelton Harrison fell through, showed me some love. I appreciate all that, man. But yeah, let me get your thoughts on this, man. This boo boo thing. Andrade, man. He got a fight coming up this week. Um, he fighting Selecki
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and I
on
hate
the
to call.
zone. Hold on, Egg, hold on. Goddamn, let me finish my question, man. Shit. Um, he fighting Selecki this weekend in Rhode Island, right? He coming out saying, that GGG and Canelo are just names. They popular. They not the best. Why is he so adamant about calling them guys out, man, and not calling out the other guys? And how you feel about this fight with Boo Boo this weekend versus Selecki in Rhode Island on the zone?
First of all, um, I just want to say, I hope after this fight, Boo Boo tries to make a move and fight, somebody worthwhile. Because I'm gonna be holding him accountable too. Can't just be letting this man just ride into the sunset, without no consequences. It's not how it works, buddy. It's not life. You know what I mean? You got that belt, okay. You claim that you didn't get the break that you wanted to when you was younger. Now you are a champion. Now you could make fights with other people that are contenders. Or I'm not even gonna sit here and have him stress his brain over Canelo. Canelo to me is very hard to reach right now. He's like not a reachable guy. He's like one of them type of dudes that don't pick up his phone when you call him, and he ain't gonna call you back neither. So I'm just being honest with you. That Canelo fight, I feel like Boo Boo needs to scratch that, throw that in the dumpster. Because unless you plan on making him look bad, the only way you could get this man to do what he normally doesn't want to do is by is is basically by making him feel uncomfortable. Close it behind you. Yeah, and my
Yeah.
flag, I'm on the rock. Yeah, so basically, I feel like, and we seen that worked with our friend Laura. Laura kept calling him out, kept, what I mean? You good? This you got to spend it on your own. It can't go. It's on one speed. All I do is push a button. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. I didn't even see this. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is the ball is in his court. He's the world champion. So what I'm basically saying to Boo Boo is this: if you know you're not gonna get the Canelo fight, I feel like why not get Charlo? Y'all keep going around that Charlo ain't people ain't you acting like people's not calling him the number one guy in the division. People keep going around that sometimes. I hate when people do that. They calling him one of the number one. You get make sure you sit in. People keep calling him one of the number one guys. You wouldn't want to disprove that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I basically got to say. I just feel like Boo Boo. If you know you're not going to get the fight that you really want, go to the next best thing.
Yeah,
That's just
man.
personally how I feel about it. And to me, the next best thing is Charlie.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's cool, Big Egg Reacher. My boy at work, man, he holding the sit down, man. I appreciate y'all boys hopping on the platform, y'all on the J, man. That mean a lot to me. I got my one dislike for the day. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the haters. You know what I'm saying? But this is the part of the show where I pop my shit and I talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody wanna, backdoor me, they more than welcome to. But I gotta say something, man. Um, it's a done deal, baby. You know what I'm saying? The fight that we've been waiting on, you know what I'm saying? We've been speculating and guessing. And, my boy came out over the weekend to Vegas and let it be known. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all hear this, man. And I'm gonna show y'all something. You know what I'm saying? But check this shit out.
To this Porter fight. Oh, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. September for sure. Yes, September. It's a done deal. It hasn't been announced yet, though. It'll be announced. Yeah. It's a done deal, though. It's a done deal. You're confirming right here that you in fact, September what? September something. September something? Yeah. 29th? September something. With all the talk that's been said about that fight, let me pick your brain on it. How do you see the fight playing out? Oh, extra pay. I mean, Sean Porter got to come to fight. He's always entertaining fights. I'm always in entertaining fights. So I think it'll go exactly how people think it'll go. He's always entertaining fights, taking punches, and I'm always in entertaining fights. Saying giving and punishing people. So I think it'll play out the same way. How close?
Yeah. So you heard it. Done deal. September. Texas versus Ohio. It's going down. It's wartime. You know what I'm saying? Any nigga from Ohio, I feel sorry for you, baby. Any nigga from the Midwest, oh, you have Midwest ties. It's war. It's going down. You heard the man. Done deal. You know what I'm talking about? And at the end of the day, the promotion has already started, man. If you Midwest niggas don't know what's going on right now, man, let me show you boys something, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get some final thoughts on this, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show y'all this shit, dog. This dude is oh, the fuck it ain't letting me do this shit. I'm trying to screen share. There you go. I gotta show y'all this, man. So your boy, Sean Porter, man, is getting roasted on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence came out and blasted him. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. Look at this. What is this? What the fuck is this, man? This nigga got on my little sister khaki school pants, man. You know what I'm saying? And he got them bitches starched, man, with the big reap. Come on, this what Ohio? This how Ohio niggas dress? Check out this blazer, bro. Look how tight this motherfucker is, man. You know what I'm saying? You could have swore you wore that bitch to prom, man. Your 8th grade prom. You know what I'm saying? He got the fake Rolex on, no swag, man. Look at these shoes, man. You know what I'm saying? These ain't. I don't think these are Balenciagas. You know,
Look
none of
like
them.
they look like ugly like Balenciagas.
Man,
Bro, those are orthopedic shoes to get you walking right, keep you from being pigeon toed. You know, to kind of help. They kind of help with the balancing
what?
of your spine. You know, it makes you walk straight up and it keeps you from being pigeon toed and slew foot. It's them same shoes that Forrest Gump wore in the movie that he broke when he was running. You know, it's that orthopedic shoe. You know, they use for elderly people. You know, it's to hurt the bottom of their feet. It's them Steph Curry threes.
This nigga,
Damn.
this nigga got on the wrinkled ass khaki pants. Who wear khaki pants, my nigga?
Wait,
Hey,
this
hey,
was
hey.
the presser?
Nah, bro, this was last night. They was promoting the fight, man. And this nigga, oh, bro.
Yo, why Earl be thugging, man. yo,
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, the
Earl be
promotion has
thugging,
already
yo.
started, fam. Niggas don't know that shit. It's already done started, man. Earl came out today and blasted this nigga. Matter of fact, we gonna go to Earl's Spence
Oh
page.
man, I gotta watch that. Yo, is there a way I can watch that? How'd I miss that?
You know, Instagram babies. You gotta get
Oh
the
man,
Instagrams. You
I'm
need
hating
the
right
Instagrams.
There you go with the flaming hot Cheetos.
Fuck you, nigga. Jealous
He
of
do
what?
not look fat. He do not look fat, odd fella.
Yeah,
He do not
whatever.
look
Yeah,
fat.
because y'all fella a hater.
No,
Jealous
you
of
look good. You look good. I like it. I like the new hairstyle. Dude. I like the new hairstyle.
this nigga got on Reeboks, bro. Them ain't no fucking Balenciaga. Them Reeboks, nigga.
Yeah, those Reeboks.
Them
He
Reeboks,
hood.
nigga.
Don't disrespect. He hood.
Just look at his watch though, bro. Look at Earl shit. Look versus his shit. Come on, man. Come on, champ. Look at this blazer. This nigga don't got no hang time, bro. Oh man.
And was hating on her. Hey.
Look at my boy, man. My boy got the new look going. He swagged up, man. Black on black, ready to kill something.
Yeah, wearing a
You
t-shirt, nigga.
know what I'm saying?
Come on, how lame is that, bro? Go up.
Bells on, big Cuban links like the fucking
What
80s,
you mean
nigga.
grow
Like
up? What you
middle
mean grow up?
He,
That
he,
means we
you need the
chilling.
big. You need the big
You know
boy
what I'm saying?
blazer. You need
You
the big
lucky the
boy
kids is
blazer.
here.
You
I would
need
have
the
been
All right,
Armani
fella.
blazer.
Hold on.
lucky.
All right, fella. What you
Lucky.
got on in your profile picture? A t-shirt. Nigga, get the fuck
That
out of here.
don't that's not a t-shirt. That's not a t-shirt, bro.
Yeah.
That is not a t-shirt. That is
Okay,
a
what?
customized tee. Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Okay, it's not a
Yo,
t-shirt.
don't put
It's not a t-shirt.
put some respect on my swag, my nigga.
Hey, guess
Man,
what
this
it
nigga
is?
Sean Porter ain't got
It's a
no swag, bro.
it's a customized t-shirt.
Swag, man. I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all think about that, man? The games have already began, man. I'm just telling y'all that right now. You know what I'm saying? And Sean Porter did already went viral, bro. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got on that though? What you got on that, Phil?
I mean, yeah, the Ides of March is coming in September, man. The Leprechauns finna find his pot of gold. You know what I mean? Officially in September, man. Errol Spence better keep shedding that weight. You know what I mean? And put the flaming hot Cheetos to the side. You're looking better already for it, brother. You're looking better already for it, but you can't look past the leprechaun. You know what I mean? You can't look past the leprechaun. That's my take.
Yeah, man. Quattro Cinco, what you got on there, bro? Egg Richie, you know? Okay. Full of Sports, you know? Oh shit, Fool of
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
here. I'm
Okay,
here.
yeah. What you got on there, bro?
On the fight being made or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Just over. just overall, man, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it was just a matter of time before it was going to be made. I had no doubt in my mind that the fight was going to be made. Sean Porter wants to fight for the bag, the pay-per-view bag. Earl Spence held out to generate the pay-per-view bag, and that's just basically what happened. And so, now we're getting the fight that we want. So it will be good. Hopefully the undercard will be very, very good to sell the fight because Sean Porter, unfortunately, people still don't be knowing about Sean Porter. Sean Porter don't really have a big fan base, but that's just what it is, basically. But anyhow, I mean, I don't know what Sean Porter was thinking as far as his dress game is concerned. I mean, I don't know how I can say he dressed. Like, I mean, it can't even be described how he dressed, especially with those Reebok shoes. It's like he wore like some moonwalker shoes, basically. Like he wore some like he wore some shoes like that he wanted to walk on the moon with or something like that. I don't know really how to say it. And then as far as the khakis is concerned, it's like those khakis look very. I mean, if you're gonna wear khakis, at least do it in a decent way, man. He wore those things. They look so tacky on him. It looked like he had. It looked like something like he had it looks like he was walking around with a load, basically. That's what it looked like.
I think Sean Porter's the corniest in boxing. I ain't want to admit it up until now.
It looked like he was walking with
like
a load.
it just it's a reflection off of Kenny, because Kenny corny. It's just like that whole the son probably the only one with swag for now.
No, what?
The baby got swag for now. For now.
Oh, you talking about Sean Porter?
Yeah, I'm talking about his son. I said he got
not if Sean Porter dressing him. He ain't gonna have the swag. Maybe it's the mama dressing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I like Sean Porter though, man. But
Dag, I didn't realize it was 8:00, Brenton. Damn. I was out here really talking with y'all, not looking at the clock. Y'all had me really full. Damn.
That mean
I was ready to keep shooting.
Yeah, I was doing my job then, goddamn me, man. Stay ready. What you got on it though, bro? For our show out, man.
Shit, I gave you my piece. Shit, that motherfucker out there tripping.
Did he just put Ohio drip back another 100 years, man?
No, Ohio drip ain't fucked up. He fucked up. It's a difference. That he's a special case. He in a class of his own. He not gonna fuck over Junior and them like that. Junior, your boy is fucked up. That nigga need to. Hey, it's time. They put them orthopedic shoes on you for temporary. It's not permanent. It's time to take them off. Take your training wheels off and put some big boy shoes on. Put some big boy shoes on. We wore khakis when we had to wear uniforms. We ain't got to wear uniforms no more. It's okay to wear some jeans. If you gonna wear khakis, make sure they Dickies and high shoes, homie. Shit, Dickies and high shoes. Y'all know the song. Shit. You ain't gangster, so get the fuck out them khakis. Come on, man. Get your shit together.
Yeah, man. That was a real cheap nigga preppy look, man. You did that shit all the way wrong, bro. I know you was trying to go for the casual but cheap kind of look. Cause your
wife City Trends look on, cuz.
Now
that boy shop at City Trends.
Man, listen. It ain't where you shop at, bro. It's the shit you get.
Right. It ain't where you shop at.
Man.
It ain't where you shop at, but bro, them are City Trend khakis though.
It's just what you get up out that
Bro,
motherfucker.
it's only 3 types of khakis you should wear. Three, and that's it. Duck heads, dickies, and polos. If it ain't none of that, get the fuck out of them. That didn't look like neither one of them.
It look like some fucking Levi khakis that you buy for your fucking daughter or something to go
Nigga,
to school.
Levi make khakis.
No, those are Levi khakis you buy for a job where you go to work, where you go to Target or Walmart or some shit.
I ain't know
Yeah.
Levi made khakis. That's even worse.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's 7 o'clock, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's wartime, man. Earl Spence has already started the onslaught, man. So with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through today, man. I want to go ahead and get some last words from everybody, man. Stay ready, my boy. Foolish Sports, Quattro Cinco, all fella, man. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate it. I know Stay Ready was at work. Act Rich was at work too, man. Foolish Sports, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all, man. Stay ready. Let me get some last words from you, big bro, and let the people know what you got going.
Shit, nigga, I'm going live at 5, 8 o'clock.
Already.
So, I'm finna go take care of some things at the gym. I'm actually finna go conduct a quick interview with some of the amateur fighters I was covering this Saturday. Then I'm gonna head to the crib, put something in my gullet, and get ready for this the show tonight. We got, y'all know it's a big week this week, so this Charlo fight. So y'all ain't gonna get a lot of, y'all gonna probably get 2, maybe 3 lives with me this weekend. I am interviewing Quentin Randall Thursday. He hit me up just last night after he fought. Send me some clips from some of him fighting in the ring last night. He's 4-0. Great job. Marquise Taylor, he drawed last night, but man, shout out to you for even getting that opportunity. Both of those guys are now Lions Only promotion, by the way. Shout out to y'all getting everything taken care of. I will be posting a clip on Instagram of Jamel Charlo talking about him as well. I will be interviewing him Thursday at the radio station. It ain't gonna be live on my channel. Me and him gonna do a sit down live later on. But I will be asking the majority of the questions come Thursday, so y'all ain't gonna want to miss that on Stay Ready Boxing TV. And y'all know what time it is. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Already, man. We definitely gonna be looking forward to that, bro. Yeah, so keep us locked in. You know what I'm saying? Let us know when you're doing it. Fuller, let me get some last words from you, bro, and let the people know what you got going, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Definitely appreciate it. Always good to tap into the boxing like usual. Although sometimes we don't get the fights we want or whatever the case may be, but it's always good to tap into. As far as what I'm working on, I don't know at this point. Some things happen sporadically, so you just have to wait and see, basically. That's all I got, though.
Already, man. Just stay grounded, man. Get back, lock back in, stay focused, bro. Quattro Cinco, you there? Okay. Fella, go and close us out, bro.
Indeed. Another dope discussion. You know what I mean? Dope conversation this evening. I'm not gonna go. You know what I mean? Too into Sean Porter's attire. You know what I mean? Because we need to have the same energy. We didn't have the same energy when we saw Danny Dubois a couple of weeks back. And what's his face? Nathan Gorman, because what he was wearing was egregious. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't know if those were skin tight leggings or spandex or what. You know what I mean? But he shouldn't have been wearing those. You know what I mean? Because when I first, I swore I took a double take, and then I looked up and I realized it's Danny Dubois. You know what I mean? And I felt dirty after that. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I
Yeah, I
ain't
gotta
even
go.
go.
I ain't
I
gonna lie,
ain't,
fam. I missed that one, fam. I gotta go check that one out.
I ain't even gonna hate on Sean Porter, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with that being said, we got Huey Fury back in the conversation, and guess who he's fighting? You know what I mean? The Nigerian Nightmare, not F. Jack,
Oh, I was finna say.
no, watch up, you know what I mean? Watch the Samuel Peter, and they'll be fighting on the undercard of the big WBC Pearl Belt sanctioned Amir Khan versus the gangster Goyat. Dig. So this Huey Fury versus Samuel Peters. There's rumors about the WBC will be sanctioning another title. For be on the lookout for that one. What's your favorite? Get your most hated R filler. And I'll be back for another live stream. Salute to the whole panel, everybody. You know what I mean? Quattro Cinco, full of sports. You know, dig. Stay ready, boxing TV, and of course the host with the most 503 line. And I'm Gizon.
My fault, 503. If you called me before,
Yeah.
can I get my closing real quick?
Go ahead,
Uh,
bro.
my fault. Normally it's our fellow close us out. I missed it, but I just want to shout out all the brothers. I appreciate the conversations that we had, and y'all getting me through the day. This was a long day. I had to go to a graduation, so I had to get up early than I normally did. But I appreciate y'all and looking forward to doing it again. Shout out to LDBC, the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Ack Reacher. Tune in to me at 12 midnight. Subscribe. I'm out.
Already, and just like that, we gonna be sure to tune in and stay ready. He coming up after 78 live right now. At Gucci gonna be on later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, we gone. It's time for real.